Okay, welcome back. Oh, man. Welcome back. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Jack Notes, what's up? How you doing, man? Jack Knowles, I'm sorry. Man, I swear, this dyslexia drives me nuts. What's up, Dusty Shredder? How are you? Brendan, what's up? Sorry, it took me a minute. Can you be a mod? No, I don't have any openings for mods at the moment. But you can send me a message and I can definitely put you in the list. Okay, so we are making educational pieces only tonight. So it's educational only. Instagram. Oh, I don't, I'm not really big on Instagram right now. That's something I want to be moving towards. So definitely would be open to that. Okay, these are the glow-in-the-dark glass. You can see they are all glowing up. And they will glow in the dark. And there's a little marble I did, marble version. Facebook. No, you could send me a message at starrynightglass. starrynightglass@gmail.com. That's the best way to get a hold of me. What's up? J-Dub, what's happening? Okay, we have to... Oh, I need to prep this. Need that there. Oh shit, I need all my tools. One second. Oh, there they are. Two most important tools for that, for the educational purposes. Educational tool 1, educational tool 2. Now I got black all over the place. Dragonfly, how are ya? I'm showing you how to work glow-in-the-dark glass. We are making glow-in-the-dark glass educational pieces. So BoroGlow is coming out from North Star Glass very soon. So the BoroGlow is what I'm going to be using right now. So I'm showing you how to use BoroGlow glow-in-the-dark glass in items. And again, this is for educational purposes only. Definitely want to stay YouTube compliant. Hey, there we are. Okay, so first things first, we have to open up the inside to make room for the glow-in-the-dark glass. But before you can do that, you have to go in and preheat the tubing. So we're going to have to preheat the tubing a little so we don't get any cracks in there. So we're going to pop this off. Little pop. We're going to take this and open it up. Okay, so you want to make it open like that. Keep it very, very even as much as possible. You don't want to flare it way open. You want to keep it about the same diameter as the tube. Don't want to flare it too much. So this is the glow-in-the-dark glass in here, in this little bowl here. I always recommend a bowl like this to keep it in. That way when it spills over, it spills back into itself. A lot of people like to try and pull it out of jars, but I don't like that. So we're going to lay in this powder this way. This is glow-in-the-dark glass. It's in a powder form. Okay. We just did a pretty even coat on the inside. Okay, very even, like that. Now, the one thing you want to do, the way I apply this powder, and again, it's coming out from North Star Glass, hopefully in a week or two, no longer than 2 weeks, hopefully, is I use it as a snowplow. So as I'm pulling that powder through, I'm kind of acting like a snowplow, pulling it through the tube and just trying to make it as even as possible. I know a lot of people pour the powder into the tubes and then just try and melt it around. It's not the proper way to do it. Frit, yes. Powder, no. So we're just coming through and I'm just pulling it through very slowly. Like that. And what it did is it created as even a coat as possible. So again, I'm going to bring it out here. Now this is semi-training on how to use the BoroGlow because it will be available to the public very soon here. So I've been working with this glass for 25 plus years and I have definitely had experience with it. If you touch the powder, it'd be hot as hell. It's pretty hot, you know. Now we're going to bring it here, and we're just going to pull it down. Closing that end off. Now, one of the things I do with the powders is I take it and I tap. Like that. It takes all the loose powder and pulls it to the front. And that's really, really important when doing this, and I'm going to explain why here in a minute. As I kind of sort through, I'm looking for a nice punty rod. I didn't leave myself a good punty here. That's okay, I'll make one. Nope, don't know if that's hot. Crap. I'm just going to make a punty rod. Ouch. Of all the rods I found on the bench, I found the one hot one. But you win. Okay. All right, so now we got all that tapped in there. Everything's kind of solidified down. Gonna take and punty up to the front like this. Doesn't have to be super straight. Okay, we're going to be ripping that off anyway, so it doesn't matter what that looks like. We're going to start blending all this powder in. I start at the top, up here, and I just work my way down. I did not set myself up with a large flame. There. So I just start at the top and start working my way down. The one thing I emphasize when working with this powder, if you've never worked with the BoroGlow before, is to push it together. Okay, I'm not trying to make the shape right now. I'm trying to get the powder all blended together. We're just going to bring it around. Now, a lot of people always wonder why I'm chewing so much gum while I'm working. It's habit, because when I used to make this stuff every day, all day, and I made nothing but these, it's a situation where the powder can break loose and get in your mouth when you go to blow something out if you haven't melted it in all the way. And that happens. The gum catches all that glass that's shooting down there. All right, so now we got it all blended and melted in there. It's really super blended. There's nothing wrong with it. There's no divots, no blank spots. Everything is solid. No, I wouldn't go blind. It would just suck. I'd see spots if I didn't have the glasses. It would just suck. You know. Now, if you did it every day, yeah, it would definitely cause some permanent eye damage. No, you don't chew. What I'm saying is if the glass ends up falling in your mouth, the gum catches it, and you can spit the gum out and not have it go down your throat. It's kind of like a safety net. All right, so the next step is we're going to take it here and we're going to lay down some solid lines. This particular piece has a texture to it. And we're going to just come all the way down, leaving some space in between. So we're just bringing it down. 2 more lines and we should be good. And 1 more. Like that. So this particular piece has, again, it has a texture to it. We laid solid lines coming all the way down, all the way around. Step number 2 is we're going to start twisting that up. So we're going to re-punty up to the front. We're going to try and leave the texture in there as much as possible. You want to leave the texture in there. No, this is for educational. I'm just showing you how to work glow-in-the-dark glass. This is all educational. Oh, thank you so much for the 1,000 joules. Wow, thank you. Okay, there you go. So texture. All right, so we're going to heat it up now. Really super easy like this. Just heat it up. All the way up and down. Now we got a nice hot core to it. So now comes the twisting part. A little bit at a time. Just a little twist. And just keep a nice consistent pace as you're coming down. And as I'm starting to twist, I am separating it a little. I'm pulling it down. I am elongating it just a little bit, stretching it out. And we're starting to create a taper down here. As we keep going. And the closer I get to the bottom, we're going to lower the flame down. We're going to taper it a lot more. Here we go. So we're going to continue tapering this off. And bingo. So now we got Dusty. Oh my God, thank you so much, Dusty. That is so kind of you. So now we have tapered all the way around. See that? it's completely textured with that spiral. And that's from all the lines right there. Okay. Now we're going to take it and we're going to finish the rest of it. Going to separate it out. Detach from the holding rod. I do have a video of me doing this in 2017, and I show you how to make this in 6 minutes. So instead of explaining it, there's no explanation. It is just balls to the wall as fast as you can go, and I make this piece in 6 minutes. Start to finish. And I'm going to post that video. I don't know how to title it or anything yet, but I'm going to post it so you can see just how fast you can get at it. And that means you can make glow-in-the-dark glass pieces like this. You know, essentially 9 or 10 an hour. 9 or 10 pieces an hour. Okay, we got enough of capsule up here. Bring it out. Okay, most important thing on this is I do not like having really bulbous ends, like too round. I like to leave it a little bit flattish, okay, and more compressed. We're going to take that, we're going to pop a little hole in here. Now the most important part on this is where you place that hole. If you place it top dead center, you're going to have a messed up piece all the time. So I placed it a little bit further back this way. And we're going to heat up around that, and we're going to compress it down. When we do that, we're going to take it here, and you're going to angle, okay? Not straight down. I can't stand that. People push it straight down. You're messing up before you even begin. That's a total wreck right there. If the inside looks a little crooked, you can heat the outer portion, grab your little tool there, and straighten it out. Okay? Like that. Okay, next spot is, it is a rolly right now. So you want to flatten. You're going to come at this angle right here. You're just going to come right next, parallel to the torch. Heat it up. Bring it out and just let it sit. Okay, you don't have to do anything else. Let it sit. Okay, just let it naturally sit. Okay. Got a nice flat spot. Not a problem. Then we're going to come over here and put in a side port. Like that. Again, this is for educational purposes only. I am not endorsing or anything. I'm just showing you how to make the glow-in-the-dark glass. So there is the piece right there. Now we're going to garage this in the kiln because I did let it sit out too long, and this cooled down a lot. So we're going to put it back in the kiln and warm this end back up, and we'll finish it afterwards. But in the meantime, we're going to do another piece. The next one's going to have a corkscrew on the inside. So the next one will have a total spiral directly on the inside. This is the version that we did right there. So this is the textured version. You can see that it has a texture around the outer edge, which means it has a good grip to it. Like that. The glow is pretty intense. It is like that. This one is uranium and glow right here. So this one right here does have uranium and glow. This one is purple and glow in the dark. This is just straight up glow right here. This is the marble with the glow in the dark. You can see it's pretty intense by itself. Then this is uranium with the glow in the dark. So this will do both of the best of both worlds. Okay, the next version that I'm going to show you how to do for educational purposes is we're going to put a corkscrew in the middle of the piece. Okay, so it's going to be a piece like I just showed you, but we're going to put this type of corkscrew in the middle. Okay, that's going to be the cool part. We're going to add in the corkscrew. So the corkscrew will be actually on the inside. Think. All right, we're going to cut this down a little bit. This is not going to be usable the way I want it. Luckily, I have a point sitting in the kiln that we can use ahead of time. So we're going to take this, separate it, bring it out, and pull a point off of it. Maybe we'll take this little bit that I just pulled right there. After I do the second one, we'll do a speed run. We'll see how quick we can get it. Yeah, we've definitely done gold and silver with the glow. It works really well. Yeah, the gold and silver work perfectly fine with the glow in the dark. The gold looks way better. Honestly, the gold looks absolutely on fire with it. All right, we got to open up this top. We're going to take this. We'll save this. I'll put it in the kiln while we're making the second one. We might do a speed run. See how quick we can do it. Been a while since I've been speed running these, though. So it's probably going to take me a little longer than normal. Okay, first things first, when you go to open this up before you put the powder in, only open it to the exact size of the tube. Don't flare it way open. Don't make it like a funnel. Your powder's all going to fall out. And it's going to look bad. All right, we have a point preheated here. We're going to really heat it up. Now this one, again, it's going to show deep encasement. So we're going to have a complete corkscrew in the middle. And that's going to be the fun part. The hard part about that particular style is you can get really close and seal off the piece so there's no airflow through the whole thing. If you do it wrong, you can actually seal it up or make it where there's not enough air that can transfer through it. Then you got to throw it away. All right, again, start at the back, start adding your powder, and snow plow it through the front, okay? Pull it very slow through. Keep your powder right near the piece. You don't want powder flying all over the place. It's bad to have that. So again, scoop it up, bring it right near your bowl, and just start snow plowing it in there. This is the key. You want to snow plow it. So just like if you've ever seen a snow plow clean the roads, you really have to do it that way. The powder is a glow-in-the-dark glass. It is glow-in-the-dark glass that is ground up into a very powdery form. No, so that is just a glow-in-the-dark glass powder. It is very, very bright. It makes the glass super bright under black light, and it will glow in the dark. Okay. So once you have the entire tube completely coated, we're going to seal off the end. Yeah, it melts in there as you're heating it, correct. Yeah. Yeah, it absolutely melts it in there as you're heating it. So we're going to seal that off now. And again, you have loose material that can be in here. When you get done sealing this off, just take your rod and tap the sides to get any loose material to stick down into that hot end down there. Okay? That way you don't have a bunch of loose powder floating all over the place. I just dropped my holding rod somewhere. Where did I put you? Really? I lost my holding rod. Damn it. Oh well, we're going to use you. You are my winner. All right, so we're going to attach here. Okay, this next portion right here, this is the most complicated portion of this process for me or for anyone. And that is how to put a corkscrew into this piece without sealing it off. Okay, you want to be able to put a corkscrew in there, make it really spirally, but you don't want to close the chamber off. Yeah, if you push too hard, it can slip for sure. So we're going to bring it out. We're going to heat up a section. I hope you can see that hot spot. Okay, we're heating up about I would say a 2-inch section in the middle. Okay, this is the key. This is the trick. This is the glow-in-the-dark corkscrew trick. Nobody else will teach you this. I will. Okay, we got it completely hot. You're going to push back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And while you're doing that, you are spiraling. You're rotating one hand a little faster than the other. And just keep pushing back and forth, 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 like that. Okay, and then we're going to blow it out just a little bit in that chamber. Make sure we didn't seal it up all the way. And now we got a corkscrew in there. I hope you can see that. I hope you can see that corkscrew evaluated in there. It's all nice and clean. So there's a really, really nice corkscrew in there. And then we're going to start shaping. That part right there took me 2 years to figure out how to make it right. From I would say 1997 to 1999, I was the only person putting corkscrews in these pieces, the style glass. Nobody else was doing this portion. We're going to bring it down, taper it off right there. We need a really nice shape. So now we got a nice shape to it. The corkscrew's looking really good. There's lots of airflow in there. And you could do a million different things from this at this point. You can even make it into a pen. can turn this corkscrew into a ballpoint pen, and it looks really amazing in a pen, like a writing pen. All right, we have to come through and pull that off. All right, so we got this gnome head. All right, we got this kind of gnome head going through. Got to fix it. So when you're using the glow-in-the-dark glass, try and keep it as thick as possible. You don't want to get it too thin, or it will make the glass thin out too much. I make it look easy? I hope so. 31 years, it better look easy. If not, I quit. But yeah, this particular glow-in-the-dark glass will be available. North Star Glass is distributing it now. And there's a blue version and a green version, meaning blue glow and green glow to start with. There will be other colors coming out, but to start with, it's blue and green. Then I'm going to flatten that front out a little bit. I don't like it too round. I think it looks goofy round. I really do. I like to have this a little bit flattened at the front. It's got to have a little bit of character to it. If it doesn't have character, it sucks. All right, there we are. Again, we're going to pop this hole more towards the back end where my mouth is right now. I don't want it directly in the middle, okay? A little towards the back, so it's facing that way a little bit. We're going to take and we're going to heat around the hole. Do not put the flame on the hole. You will mess this entire thing up. You'll tweak your glow out. It'll look bad. Okay, bring it over, set it down, grab it here, push at an angle away from you. So you're pushing away, okay, away. Not straight down. Then you get a really nice clean version of that. You can definitely see that glow-in-the-dark spiral in there. It's looking fantastic. We're going to bring it over and we're going to heat the bottom. Okay, not much to it, just let it heat. Sit, 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 sit. And let it just sit on its own. You don't even have to push it. Okay, just let it sit. Okay. And it flattens itself out. Smooth out that bottom because it can create a little bit of a nemesis. So now it won't roll all over the place. We're going to grab it here. And we're going to put a little opening on the side. Like that. Okay, very easy. Don't have to push like a million pounds of pressure in there. Heat it up and always round this out. I mean, how hard was that right there? Just round it out. Round it out. So now we got a really nice spiral in the middle. Everything's looking cohesive. It's gelling. We're going to park that in the kiln for a moment. Come back to the first piece we were working on, which is the textured version. Now that it's warmed up, we're going to finish the back end of this off, the other portion. I'm going to grab it with a claw tool, like so. Lock it down. Come back here. Burn it off. Hit my marks. We're dead on. Okay, we're going to start thinning the back end here. just pull it really, 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 really thin, super thin. Okay, got a little bit of like a tail. You can't use too much, but there is a point where there's like diminishing returns are bad. There's a point where it doesn't help to add anymore. It's not going to help it. It won't hurt it, but it certainly doesn't help it. It's my favorite tool for that, for this particular spot. I freaking love this thing for that. Definitely need some beeswax though. All right, so we are good to go on that. And that portion of it is done. We just take a glass rod, put it in. This is how I put them into the kiln. I don't need anything else to do with that. Now we got a nice textured piece. It's all good to go. Come through and we're going to finish this one off. So this is the one with the inside corkscrew. I'm hoping you can get a good view of that. That inside corkscrew is freaking awesome. These are educational right now. Sorry, educational pieces. I'm just showing you how to work glow-in-the-dark glass. And then we're going to come back and we're going to burn this one off. Same exact way. Tear a lot of that off until we hit right to where the glow-in-the-dark glass is. Make sure I'm on my marks. I am perfect. Okay, there we are. And we are smooth as a baby's ass right there. Tap out any shards. Grab my little reamer here. I'm going to try a reamer this time. So you can use either tool. I gave you examples of two different tools you could use with this. And then we're going to let it settle for a second. Oh, not big enough. See, there we go. So that's my calibration rod right there. That tells me whether or not it's big enough or not. There. Now it fits in. That tells me my sizing is perfect. And now it's absolutely complete. So that is the corkscrew version. We're going to do a speed run. So a lot of people ask, how much money can you make when using glow-in-the-dark glass? And again, it's an expensive glass when it comes out. It's going to be a little expensive. It's not going to be the most expensive, but I'm going to do a speed run and I'm going to show you how to do small glow-in-the-dark items. We're going to try and shoot for 6 minutes, okay? I don't know if I'm going to hit it, but we're going to try for 6 minutes, okay? We're going to see if we can go start to finish in 6 minutes. It's been a while, so I may be a little bit longer, but here we go. What's the timing? Really? All right. It's a little stubby, but that's okay. Here we go. We're at like 10:29, 10:30. Let's go. So again, you're going to heat up the whole thing. Up and down. This is my favorite scooping tool for glow-in-the-dark glass. This is just a normal spoon. It does have a nice little concave to it. I'm going to take it here, and we're going to take, and we're just going to spin it in there. Preheat it. Probably one more little pass in here. It's a small piece, so we don't have to do too much. So now we have it all coated all the way around. It's looking really, really good. It's very stable. I'm going to take it here. We're going to burn off the front and seal it off. Okay. So we're going to seal this all off. Just bring it all front and center. Boom, 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 boom. Tap out any shards in there. There you go. Grab that, flip it around. I like doing it from this direction, this way. Start working the body. Again, you want to melt all that glass in there. Really, really effective. We're doing a speed run, so I'm not showing too much. After I do this, we'll show more of the processes again. But right now I'm doing a speed run so people can see just how effective you can use this glow-in-the-dark glass, how fast you can be with it. You can make a good living making glow-in-the-dark glass items. Bring it out, create that little bit of a peanut shape, like that. Okay, so we got a little bit of a peanut. A bit of puff of air, like that. Straightens everything out. Okay, we're going to bring it over. We're going to start working this in. And again, these are like little pocket-sized items. They're not meant to be super big, just a little bit. Little tiny pocket-sized items, and they are affordable for everybody. So you could go in and start making these items for yourself and sell them on open markets or wherever you want. But again, I'm just doing it for education. I'm trying to show you how to work the glow-in-the-dark glass, what it looks like, how effective it can be. Okay, we got everything all blended in. It looks good. Bring it out, blow it open. Keep it semi-flat in the front. I'm going to keep this back end warmed up. I don't want it to cool off too much. So while that is cooling off, I'm warming the other end off. Bring it out. We're going to pop a little hole in it. Okay, we got a little tiny hole. We're going to center around it. We're going to heat right around the rim, not directly on the hole. Make sure it's all good. Bring it over. Park it down. Looking good. Take it here. Flatten it out. Pop a little side into it. Okay, got that good. Take this little tool. We're going to round everything out. Just like that. Boom. All good to go. Grab our claw tool. Heat it up. Give it a second, or I'm going to indent the piece because it's still hot. Grab it there. Grip and rip. We're going to bring it back. We're going to take this back end off, same exact way we did the other pieces, just by thinning it out, creating a little thin tail at the end. Nothing substantial there. We're going to take some wire snips like this, and you're just going to clip, 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 clip. Take your tool, heat it up, bring it over, snap, round it out, make sure it's nice and round. There, make sure it's flat. We're all good to go, and that is it. Where are we at? 11:34, so about 5-6 minutes. So it's a short, small piece, but 5-6 minutes. So somewhere in that range. But that's what I'm trying to say with the glow-in-the-dark glass. You can really incorporate it in there and do pretty good business with it. It will be available via North Star Glass. I'm hoping this week. I really hope it is out. I talked to them about how to create the literature for it, on how to work it. But yeah, what's up? How's everybody doing? Gonna make a short one with a pink corkscrew? Yeah, we can definitely do that type of stuff for sure. I'm gonna pop this in the kiln. Well, you know what? We'll do a. Do I have a small point? Let me see if I got a small. I don't have a really tiny one. 1 second. I probably shouldn't say it that way. I got a real tiny one. I got to learn to speak. All right, here we go. So now we need to go through. We're going to take this one. We're going to put a little corkscrew in it. So this will be a smaller diameter to work with. So for this type of stuff, we don't want to use the spoon because the spoon barely fits in there. Okay, it doesn't fit in very well. So when you're working with the glow-in-the-dark glass, you want to have a variety of tools. You want to use this one here for the smaller diameter. This is a wax carving tool. So they use it to carve wax. And that will have more chamber room for you to get in and add that in there. So I always use this on the ends. These ends like to pop off. And when they explode, they suck. So we're going to come in. We're going to do a small one. Oh, thank you for the jewels. I appreciate the jewels. Royal, thank you for that. What does it cost to keep the flame going? The flame isn't too bad. Royal, how much gas, how much oxygen and propane do you think I go through per day? So propane in version of gallons. So how many gallons of propane do you think I would go through in a 6 to 8 hour day? I'll let everybody play this game. And then we'll talk about oxygen after. So how many gallons of propane do you think I burn through? So a standard barbecue tank is 5 gallons. So I'll let y'all kind of guess where we're at. So while I'm doing this. So this next version of the glow-in-the-dark, we're going to add gold to it, okay? We're going to add some gold fuming. I hope I didn't lose that gold rod again. Nope, I think it's in the kiln. We'll find out. We're going to add some gold to it. So the glow-in-the-dark glass is very, very compatible with gold fuming. Checking out how many gallons people think. Okay, so I go through roughly 1.5 gallons of propane a day. About 1.5. Yeah, that is the mixture of how many gallons I go through. Now the flame varies here and there, so that could change slightly, but not too much. Oxygen, on the other hand, is a different animal. I go through about 10 times that. So it's about a 10-to-1 ratio of oxygen to propane. So oxygen definitely has a lot higher consumption than the propane. Which kind of sucks because propane's much easier to get. All right, we're going to seal this off. There we go. Yeah, thank you guys for the super chats and everything and the jewels. I really appreciate it. It helps me think that I'm doing something good on the stream. It really does. How pure is the oxygen? Really, really pure, like medical grade. Right now I'm using what's called liquid oxygen. And liquid, it comes in a big ass tank, and it is literally in a liquid form. And there's a mechanism in there that converts it to gas. So it starts burning up the liquid and converts it to the gas, and it does it as I need it. It's a really cool process. All right, so we got all the glow-in-the-dark glass in there. Again, I used a smaller tool to spread it around, but it's still very, very even. How much dollars cost both gas and propane? Roughly, my bill monthly is about $1,200 a month. Both oxygen and propane, about $1,200. But I am full time, all day, every day. All right, so we're going to pop a corkscrew in here. I want to show you can do it on a smaller diameter. We're going to pop a corkscrew in this. Again, back and forth, 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 pushing, pulling, pushing, pulling, pushing, pulling, and twisting. Okay, we've got a pretty cool looking one in there. Little air. Keep that chamber all the way open. So now we have a corkscrew running through there and an open chamber. No, it doesn't burn hands. So unlike metal, glass doesn't transfer any heat. Zero. It's a good insulator, horrible conductor. All right, we're going to bring this out. We're going to taper this off. There we go. I got to straighten this out a tiny, tiny, tiny bit. So this was bent, and if your entire stem is bent, when you go to finish the rest of it, it's going to be bent. And here we go. We're going to heat up this top, do the same thing. We're going to pop a little hole and create the effect. I got to get a smaller tool though. There, smaller diameter. All right, let's go. Can you make full turns? What do you mean? Like this? Yeah, but I like doing it the way I do it. I don't have carpal tunnel. So after 31 years of doing this full time, there's a reason I don't have carpal tunnel. If you constantly are going in full turns and nonstop and you're not kind of going back and forth, you will get carpal tunnel. It just happens. Okay, so we're bringing it out. And up. Again, I try and keep it semi-flat. I do not like big, round, globule bubbles. Okay, since this one is small, we're going to take it down a notch. And again, when you put your hole in this section here, you want to keep it more towards this side, not directly on the top. You definitely don't want it on the top. Okay, pop that in there. Next step is you heat around the hole. Do not heat directly on the hole. You will end up misshaping that hole. So you bring it over, just grab it, center it, push it down at an angle. Again, angle, not up and down, angle. Going to take it here. We're going to flatten the bottom. I usually like to keep it parallel to the torch. Thank you so much for the super chat. Wow, just stumbled on this. Incredible. Almost wish I had gotten into something. It's never too late to get into it. Honestly, it's really never late. I promise you. I've had people start in their mid-70s. I'm not kidding. I promise you, you could start at any time. If you have any questions about getting started, feel free to message me. That's part of my channel, is helping get people educated on how to do this. Because I'm not going to be around forever. You know, if I can help people get started, that'd be cool. Right? What a legacy. You know, what a good legacy to be able to teach people. And honestly, there is 0 age limits. I know someone right now that is 83 years old doing this. There we go. So that corkscrew is one of the things I absolutely love in there. So I didn't finish it off because it got a little cold on the back end. So we're going to pop it in the kiln, let it warm up in there. In between then, we'll do a actual writing pen. We'll make a pen out of the glow-in-the-dark glass. Then we'll come back, finish that, and we'll do a couple more pieces. So this is what the glow-in-the-dark looks like when it is lit up. So this one actually has uranium. Let me turn that down a little. So this one has uranium and glow-in-the-dark glass in it, okay? So it's a combination of both. That's why it is intensely bright right there. This one is just straight glow-in-the-dark glass, okay? It's still pretty bright, but this will glow in the actual dark. So when the lights are out, nothing on it, it will glow. And that is the difference between them all. And then just to show how deep you can encase this thing, I did a little marble out of it. And it's super bright. All right, let's make a pen. Again, it's a writing pen. I'm going to show you how to work the glass a little bit. We'll come back and finish that other item and make a few more. You guys want to see a few more made after this pen? I got to let stuff cool down. So you subscribed? Awesome. Thank you. I can definitely make some more if you guys want to see more. Shit. That's okay. Here we go. All right, so we're going to pull this down. So this process right here is called pulling a point. It's one of the most basic things you should definitely learn when starting this type of glass blowing. By the way, this is called Lampworking. It is derived from kerosene lamps. So kerosene lamps were modified into a torch back in the day before they actually had torches. And the term lampworking is from kerosene lamps. Callie, you having a good night? Thank you for hanging. Thank you for being a member. To anybody that signed up to be a member, I really appreciate that. You are helping me out a tremendous amount. You know, you're helping grow the channel. And that's my thing. I want to grow this channel a lot. I think it'll be fun. So this is the kerosene lamp I was referring to, like that. So this is a original glass blowing torch. What is triple blown? That's a good question. You want me to really answer it? I can definitely answer it for you. If you want to know what triple blown is, okay. So yeah, this is an original torch. Have to pump it up, adjust the flame, and like crazy, right? I will just park that way up there. Out of the way. So triple blown is referring to the wall thickness of the glass tubing. So glass tubing comes basically in three sizes. You have what's called standard wall, medium wall, and heavy wall. Now there are some that are thicker than the heavy wall, but basically it refers to standard, medium, and thick wall. A standard wall, I'm going to show you what it really means here in just a second. A standard wall is 1.5 millimeters thick approximately across the board. Now there are some smaller and bigger sizes as you get bigger and smaller in the diameters, but mostly it's about 1.5 millimeters in thickness. Medium wall ranges roughly about 2.5 to 3.2 millimeters in thickness. And heavy wall is 4 millimeters up to 9 millimeters of thickness. 9 is very rare, but 4 to 5 millimeters is the standard. So see that thickness right there, the wall around here? That is what's referred to as the wall thickness. So triple blown is heavy wall. Triple blown just means that it's heavy wall. You don't blow it in and out 3 times. You know, it's not a hooker. It doesn't blow you. You don't blow it 3 times. You know, I can't stand that term, actually. I can't. I really hate that term. All right, so we're going to add it in here. It's someone that made up a bunch of crap trying to sound like they were doing something extraordinary. So, yeah, it just refers to wall thickness. That's all. And it's been around for a long time. I don't even know who started that little stupid game, but I remember the first time I heard it, I walked into a shop selling my items, and they were like, "Do you have triple blown stuff?" I'm like, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. And then I figured it out. All right, so now we got the glow in the dark in there. Okay, so this is, we just come through and you add the glass in. And again, when you are adding this glass, if you are a glass blower and you're watching this and you get this glass from North Star, it's really, really important at this point. You're going to take this tool and you're going to scrape it across the tube. Do not push down on it. Let the weight of the tool, you can use 2 fingers, scrape across the surface, and it's going to snowplow it through there. And that's going to create a nice even coat like this. Okay, otherwise you're going to get spotty, really bad stuff in there. And the other thing that you don't want to do with glow in the dark is fill up a tube and then let it roll. That's bad. Okay, so everybody asked me if I get burned. No, I don't get burnt, but I do get a lot of cuts. And I get cuts from these damn little, see that little shard at the end there? That's called a witch's fingernail. So those happen when you split the rods, and that will slice you really fast. So we're going to burn that shard off. Like that. And then again, tap out any of the excess that goes down to that bottom that's heated up. Super important step right there. Do not skip that. Okay, grab your punty rod Now we're making a blown glass pen right now. We will go through and finish the other piece here in a minute. This is a really good item. If you are a new glass blower and you want to know what to make, this is one of those items that if you make it, you will sell a crap ton of these. I'm not kidding. Yeah. What gum am I chewing? I'm chewing on Mentos right now. I used to have this stuff called Neuro Gum. It was pretty good. They were like, oh, you're going to get all focused from it. Yeah, not really. But Mentos has seemed to last me the longest for flavor. I don't know why, but Mentos just always does. All right, so when we're going to make a pen, you're going to heat up the whole portion here. Use the foot pedal, bring it down. I need a little bit more heat than that. There we go. Okay, we're going to heat it all up. Okay, when you go to stretch it out to make your pen, do not pull fast, okay, at all. Pull it very slow. Keep it rotating around. Switch your angle. Come this way. Pull a nice even tube like that, okay? Slow. If you go too fast, you're going to get really, really thin spots in it. And then you're going to be hating life. Okay, now we got a nice even tube of there. We're going to park a little corkscrew in the back of this one. This torch is called a Glass Torch Technologies. The model is called the Kaboot. Okay, we're going to take this back in. I'm just going to add a little bit of a corkscrew in the back here. Give this pen some character. Like that. And we're going to come in. Now, again, you got to open this up and leave a breathing hole so you can finish the other end. If you do not leave a breathing hole, you will regret life with it. It will constantly explode, crack, bubble, pop. It'll suck. Okay, there we go. So this is that little tail. You're going to see me do it again in just a moment. Soda lime for summer. Yes, that's a really good stuff to work with. I like soda lime. It's awesome. Definitely has a lot longer working temperature or time than I do. So we got that little tail there. We're going to burn this off and skip. Round that out. Okay, there we go. So I definitely want to leave that little bit of a hole right there. So when I go to make the insert location, it doesn't cause a problem. So we're going to put this in the cone because that other end got pulled off. Oh, wait, I got to make sure we have gold. Hell yeah, we got gold. All right, we're going to do amazing. This is going to look freaking awesome. All right, so we got this little short stubby here. Got the nice corkscrew. Okay. We're going to add gold fume to this. It's going to look freaking amazing. I'm not kidding. It's going to look freaking amazing. Especially on the corkscrew, because that gold fume, as it shoots in there, it's going to create this really nice contrast with that corkscrew. And here we go. pull down that little bit of thin mint right there, this little tail. I take these normal wire nippers and you just snap it. Don't try and press it down. Take it and snap it this way. Okay? Snap. Snap. That will save you a ton of aggravation. Come over here and open it up. A little bit of spin with the carbon. All right, so this is what it looks like with the white. Now we're gonna add the gold. All right, ready? This is gonna be freaking amazing. On the end of this rod is a tiny chunk of gold, and it is pure gold. Here we go. This is gonna be a pain in the ass though with the tool here. There. I think that's going to be too small to hold with the rod. Did that seal up? Are you open? It's sealed a little bit. Damn it. Hold on. I hit it too hard. Now look at that contrast of the gold. Did I not promise you it would look freaking amazing? I hope you can see that contrast with the gold running all the way up and down that spiral. It looks freaking cool. It's two-toned. All right, let's finish this pen off. Yeah, it's totally two-toned. It looks really good. All right, so for this, so I always put what I call little kickstands on my pens so they don't roll off tables and become a pain in the ass. We're gonna put a little knobby there. Okay. And that knobby is gonna be my attachment point so I can finish the rest of this off. Yeah, without that little kickstand, they tend to want to roll off tables. So we're just going to burn it up. Ooh, it cracked. It cracked not where I care. It cracked in a spot I don't care about. Okay, we're going to bring it out. See, it cracked right in that section. I don't care. Probably because I got the fan running on it too much. I don't think I'm going to be able to. I think I'm going to have to pull a lot more of this off. So again, this is one of those things that you can sell all day long. You can go anywhere with them to sell. You can go to bookstores. You can go to mom and pop shops. You can go to any type of shop that has unique gifts. And you can sell blown glass pens all day. And the inserts that I use are Bic inserts. They're just normal Bic crystal pen inserts. Easy to find anywhere, easy to replace, change colors, and nobody's all stressing about where to get the inserts. All right, we're good. So there's the pen. The back end got a little cold. We're going to put it in the kiln. We'll finish that off in just a minute. I'm going to bring it back in, let it heat up, come back to it. So a lot of people ask me what my tool for making the pen inserts is, and that is this really high-tech tool right here. This is just a drill bit. I don't remember exactly what size it is. But what I did is I went and I got a Bic pen. I took the insert out. I don't even know if I have one here. Let's see if I even have one. Yeah. Yeah, I do. So this is the Bic pen that I was referring to. Okay, just a normal Bic pen. I like the crystal version. And we pull out the insert like that. Okay, this is what slides into the finished pen. But what I ended up doing is taking this part to the hardware store and looking for something that fit perfectly in there. Okay, had to fit perfect. Have a good night, Jack. I appreciate you. So that's how I found the size. I don't even know what it is. But that's my little pro tip for that. Okay, I think I need to call it a night though. That was kind of fun. I enjoyed that. Did you guys enjoy the educational glow experience? I hope so. If you want to do more, we can do that. When I finish this video, it'll post on YouTube. Just type in that you'd like to see more of it, and we can do more of that style. But yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate all of you for helping and being here. It definitely makes my life a hell of a lot better. I appreciate all of you. You're freaking awesome. Yeah, the chandelier is kind of fun. So yeah, have a good night. Thank you. It's midnight my time. I'm going to go saw some Z's. Have a good night.